scale. So
lots of variance, especially in the
very high variance around the 23 levels in the early days.
And just to quickly wrap it up, since we're about to hop into game one, we do the stance very syncopated, very slow but syncopated, and if we get there fearless.
One of the new 25s.
It's really hard.
We got a set.
Really hard. All right, game one, life ride.
JJK already picking up some yellow perfects, but I think he's just locking into that timing.
Yeah, what I'm noticing here is this is not as dense, less bursty than the wild chart.
Yes, very much so.
The wild chart is far streamier than this.
Yeah, it's rated at 22, whereas this is 21. But there's also the movement back and forth that you got to take into account, which can be a little bit more draining in terms of like stamina, energy. But the steps are a little bit easier, so it kind of like evens itself out.
Yeah, there's no like crossovers or like really brutal twists here.
Right.
And even like the 30-second burst usage is less than the wild chart. So.
Right. And I think they're all, I don't know how to describe them, where the third note is the same as the first note. You know, it doesn't like move you around as you're doing the bursts. Is that a purple note? What the hell?
Yes, that one particular ending to the chorus goes into triplets.
Right, yes. Now I remember. In my opinion, I think that would actually be 16th offbeats, but
yeah. Very clean four-piece.
Four-piece, that's pretty good. And several of them were at one of them was at the beginning, so.
They're kind of interspersed throughout, if you will.
A box, yes, thank you, word. All of the kangaroo bursts are boxed. Are boxes. They be boxing. I don't know how the proper terminology.
What is a box but a short tower?
Very true. I bet small children will definitely agree with you there.
I love the, what is it?
The imagery of
all this like ridiculous dance game terminology.
Ooh, we kangarooing into a box there. Ooh, he's candlesticking. But anyway.
Not the side switch rocket into box candle.
Oh boy.
All the bondulance I'm having a strong.
The things we do for
we're having a little fun on the bike in Grand Finals here.
So yeah, we've got Steve Snowman versus JJK, and doing Life Ride, setting the stage for how this will play out. I think this really gives the players information about who can be more consistent at, like, you know, a song that doesn't necessarily have that much tech. You know, if it's just a straightforward chart, is somebody going to get an APC? Is somebody going to get like 1, 4? Is somebody going to get, you know, 10?
And
you know, how much variance do you have?
To that extent, I'm having this thought, which is you get it picked first because it's so easy.
Right.
It can be very coin flippy, you know? You
right.
can be one errant step off, you know, like a little bit of sync, you know, cosmic ray, machine glitch, like something like that could completely determine the outcome from that. I feel it's less of like a skill check, if you will, compared to harder materials in the card draw. Something
as easy as just like a center button that you fat foot and you get in early on, that can make the difference between the whole, you know, the scores.
So I think it's good to get that out of the way because in a game 4 or 5 situation, you don't want a one perfect coin flip to be the determining factor.
All right, I gotta go draw my wild set.
Zom will take a quick reprieve. I got you covered for the continuation of game 1 of our grand finals.
intensity. Get ready. Action.
Steve Snowman's steps have this extremely pleasant, like, reverberation in the recording right now. It's a pleasure to listen to him play. All right, not much to say there. That's just, it's an easy chart. Steve Snowman's very good. Just that one little early in there, he just nails the rest of it.
Sure you want to quit?
So, very strong game one. Definitely feels good to always win on your softball pick. You're just expecting to get it clean, get it out of the way. All right, JJK takes the stage again. See what's coming up for game two.
Make a selection.
All right. No surprise here. We are going to Beautiful Man. JJK is Protect during card draw. Very fast, very speedy Eurobeat style song. All right, nails that first run. They're coming up on the halfway mark. 2 perfects total by my count. Very clean so far from JJK. Looks very comfortable on this pick. Picks up a few earlies with those segments where you really cross over, but looking at his footwork and seeing what he's done earlier in this event, seems to prefer to double step that kind of pattern where he can save accuracy.
Ooh, boy. And this is JJK's Protect, right? So.
Yeah, he's had a very confident showing on this. I've only seen, I think, 4 perfects so far. Yeah. 4, maybe 5. I didn't catch some of that on the back half. Yeah, 4.
And that's a spicy score. That's about as well as he did on Life Ride. But as we saw, Steve Snowman did even better, which is crazy. That is crazy.
Hold up in Wrecked House, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But Hey, if there's anyone who can see their opponent rip a 6-star and go, yeah, I can do anything better than that, Steve Snowman is that caliber of player.
I feel like we need more Eurobeat songs. I feel like we haven't had Eurobeat recently in the past, like,
It definitely
several
feels
updates.
like the Eurobeat genre is more relegated to earlier patches.
Yeah.
There's quite a fair bit in the game.
There's a good amount, but we could have more.
Ah, a K-pop enjoyer, I see.
Big balls.
I agree. We need more of whatever Big Boss is.
Whatever Big Boss is.
100 combo.
What a nutcase, dude.
Yeah, here's Steve Snowman with his almost like signature strong opening pace in these tournaments.
Not even in the jumps. The pseudo triplet jumps. Oh, got his first one.
I mean,
But
for JJK's run, all of his yellow perfects were in surprising places, I'd say. Things like the jumps and the really tricky runs. Got that stuff down pat. It's mostly, you know,
just like random eighth notes.
Big Boss is literally credited as Eurobeat. Nice.
Exactly. That's what we need more of. Is that
Yeah.
two?
I believe
My
it's two.
God.
It's two or a really, really awful one. Yeah.
One.
Okay, not even that awful. It's just only ever so slightly earlier exiting the first chorus, I believe.
Holy
All right.
crap.
Yeah, Steve Snowman is rolling up and going like, all right, you can hex star these. Bet.
That's absolutely insane. Oh boy. I guess if the easy, quote unquote, easy songs aren't working for JJK, I think he's going to have to go hard.
Well, there's not much else of a choice here.
Yeah.
Everything in this draw is kind of nasty. I'm not gonna lie. I guess the question is, does JJK just keep like trying to ramp up, or is he gonna full send and pick like something
That's
like
true.
Critical Hit or Fearless? You know, I think it's a little shaky to pick July Redux here, which is Steve Snowman's Protect on the 24. So you don't protect the 24 without feeling really confident on it. I think
Right.
we saw that earlier today, like IE can stop and go.
Yep, you got to know.
All right, looks like we're kind of taking the slower burn route here. We're going with We Do This Dance, which I think is ostensibly the easiest of anything left here. But
Right.
I don't recall this chart super well, so I could be.
I remember it being straightforward. And if I think a full chart is straightforward, that's about as straightforward as it gets.
You know, every once in a while you get something that has a bit of a surprise. It's got one really ugly turn or a really tricky crossover pattern. Like, I picked Op 13 the other day, and I'm just like, oh.
Right.
It's
I think it.
Chawunti.
I think it might have some 24th bursts somewhere in there. Like maybe more than just the end, but I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, it could be bursting.
But if you looked at the high score here, Steve Snowman already has an APC on this song, on this cab.
All right, yeah, this is like stock standard, like full 23, I feel, you know? You got your 16th runs, syncopation in there, just little breaks. side-to-side pad sweep. Little mind dodge, you know, for flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, those are
Oh
crossovers.
my gosh, what the heck is that? I guess I just blocked this part out of my mind. Oh, it's just that one part? Okay.
I feel like it'll come back again a little later. Let's find out.
I love these 24th bursts. There it is. Ooh, that was spicy. Didn't quite get the hex star, but just barely out of it.
I think landing that last left to right sweep is worthy all on its own of
That was
accolade.
impressive, especially because it's written as 16ths, even though the boogity 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 bang is doing 24ths.
Yeah, it's like the music cue is like a little
Boogity
faster.
boogity boogity bang. Yeah, it's
I mean,
definitely
I think it's
something.
just a hard pattern to hit at, you know, what is that? 16th to 122 is appreciable.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times on single stuff, like, you look at a chart and you go, okay, like, you can double step this crossover, you can, like, cheat or bracket it, but I feel like on full, once you start getting to 16th stuff, as soon as you're above, like, really slow BPMs, you just have to commit to doing it properly.
You have to do those crossovers. You do not get a choice.
Like, just to give you a personal example, there's a fair bit of crossovers that I'll double step in Fearless Wild, which is a 24.
Right.
But those are 16ths at 110 or so. They're appreciably slower.
I mean, because like all of the panels are so close and wild, you can kind of like roll your foot from one, like if it's a left, down, then right, you can hit left and then down with your right foot, and then like with your heel, and then roll your toes onto the
Yeah,
right.
you can roll your toe, or if you got really good double step or ability to hit jacks, you just kind of do like a really quick double tap.
Yeah.
It requires you to have very good understanding of where your feet are spatially on the pad, but very
Right.
doable.
But it does not work on these crossovers. These
You are your only
16ths
limit.
that go from all the way from player 1 to player 2,
Yep.
all the way across the pad.
You better turn to the side and get moving.
Yeah, you do not get.
Move like Steve Snowman moves. Seeing his impeccable crossover form on things and Lemmings on the run earlier today.
Yep, he's got the timing, but does he have the crossover tech? That's the question.
100 combo.
Well, unfortunately, the passage of time is out of our control, so we're going to find out.
There it is. He's
It
got
looks
it.
like he knows what to do.
As I said, Steve Snowman does have an APC on this song on this cab. It was from, I believe we played it in our previous full tournament that we had. Like, it was just a local full tournament here. And this just happened to be one of the songs selected, and he got the APC. What a, this kid is crazy, dude. Well, there goes the APC, but can he get the last run? He got it. One.
He does the dance. He
He
sings the
did
song.
the dance. Steve Snowman takes it. Just clean sweep.
3-0 in grands.
Absolute domination. 3-0.